Lifetime Training is one of the UK's largest apprenticeship providers. We were looking for a new HR software provider because our previous system was very clunky and it was no longer fit for purpose.
I'd said I can't use our system anymore. Wanted to get better functionality, just from a HR perspective as well, like being able to maintain the system and get the data out of it. So not just have it as a place that holds data, but be able to get insights and analytics.
We were looking at an integrated system that had a real focus on learning and development and talent management. We wanted the system to give us time efficiencies from an HR function but also from a people manager perspective. And we also had a really important focus on we're Ofsted regulated, so the single central record is really important to us. We wanted a system that the core capability was already there for us to make tweaks and bespokes where we needed to. So Ciphr absolutely delivered on that side for us. And the other area for Ciphr that really stood out was the LMS. So when we went out to market, there are lots of HR systems. There's very few that offer the HR and the LMS learning and development element. So they were the two areas that really stood out for us with Ciphr.
It ticked all the boxes in terms of being really user-friendly, really nice to look at, but easy to kind of navigate and move around.
So we're a year or so down the line now of rolling out the talent management system into Lifetime. And where we've started to see real measures of success is through our engagement surveys. So the perception of personal growth has increased by 10% since we rolled out the LMS side of Ciphr. We've also seen an uplift in the perception of constructive career conversations and development with line managers. So we're starting to really see the impact and the advocacy coming from our people.
For me, the best thing about Ciphr is the easy to build aspect of it and maintain it. And that doesn't sound too interesting or exciting, but day to day, that's really important. It means that I've got much more capacity to be able to offer and add value to the business in the ways that I would prefer to. So understanding the information that's within the system to help improve our managers' capability, to understand where our people might be struggling in terms of their roles, to understand what things they would like to do in terms of their development, and really help somebody reflect on their performance, reflect on their career aspirations, and then have it there within the system in the LMS in terms of how they can help support themselves to do their job even better. The real added value that we want to offer the business is getting the best out of somebody in terms of their performance, in terms of their career aspirations.
The onboarding module within Ciphr has been really helpful to support new starters before they join us. So we've done a lot with pre-onboarding, so that lag between you've had the contract and the offer accept to coming in and starting the job, it allows us to really drive that employee experience and employee engagement before they join us, and allows a lot of the admin and the paperwork to then be taken out of that first face-to-face day of onboarding.
The onboarding platform revolutionised onboarding for Lifetime. If I did not have Ciphr, I don't know where I'd be. I'd probably have walked out by now with the amount of admin that comes my way. I just think, I wouldn't have time to do anything else.
Ciphr's helped us shape that employee experience because of how the platform's given us that entire employee experience. So there's real consistency. So from the moment I join Lifetime to the moment I leave us, I've got real consistency in the look, the feel, the communication and the context of all the materials I have that's relevant to me and my role at Lifetime.
It's not a system where everyone has to tailor themselves to it. Ciphr is very flexible, where they work with their clients and they're open to project suggestions. And then we've developed with them alongside, so it's not like, we've got to adapt our ways of working according to what Ciphr can provide us. Actually, it's the other way around.
So the team at Ciphr the whole way through have been really, really helpful, and I think that was also a factor in the procurement, as it felt like much more of a cultural alignment to be able to work with Ciphr on a long-term basis, as well as it being the preferred piece of software. Joff, our account manager, has always been really accessible to us. He will fix things if they need fixing. And I think the other element that we've really liked working with Ciphr on is they're really open to suggestions. So if we want something done differently, they'll always explore that option or put it on the product suggestion list. So it's really nice to see that feedback's taken on board.
Everyone that we've spoken to from Ciphr has been great. Really willing and wanting to understand us as a business. So you feel like Ciphr cares about what you're trying to achieve. And that's been really, really beneficial to us, because sometimes you don't quite know where you want to take something. So the system optimization sessions we've had, the health checks, the payroll kind of consultancy. They look at how you're using the system now and they offer suggestions.
The next steps with Ciphr is just to keep on maximising its potential, and because there is constant new development and new expansion onto Ciphr, it does allow you to keep the people agenda really dynamic.
Ciphr has everything that I imagine a HR system would have. It's one of the few HR systems that I found, oh, it does this function, and I'm amazed by it.
It's delivered what it says it's going to do, so that for me has been a real value.